He was born with an axe and a destiny soaked in fire, neither fully sage nor entirely warrior. He was the storm that shook kings, the fury of the forest, and the sixth avatar of Lord Vishnu. This is not the story of a god who protected the weak. This is the story of a god who hunted the wicked. This is the legend of Parashurama. Long before Rama and Krishna walked the earth, when kings ruled with iron fists and sacred dharma was fading, there came a time when the Kshatriyas, the warrior class, grew arrogant. They no longer protected the people, they ruled over them like tyrants. And to balance this chaos, the gods sent a paradox. A Brahmin by birth, a warrior by soul, a boy born to Rishi Jamadagni and Renuka, his mother. Renuka was no ordinary woman. Her purity was legendary. She could mold clay pots from river water using only her thoughts. But one day, while collecting water, she caught a glimpse of a celestial being flying overhead. Just for a second, her mind wavered, and Rishi Jamadani, so attuned in meditation, sensed it immediately. In ancient Dharmic codes, mental purity was as sacred as physical. To test the limits of obedience, or perhaps to cleanse karmic imbalance, Jamadani gave a command that echoed like thunder. Kill your mother. When Rishi Jamdagini ordered his sons to sever their mother's head one by one, his 4 sons refused to do this sin. And then it was the turn of his youngest son, Parashurama. His father's anger was so terrible that his entire family could have been destroyed. That's why Parashurama killed his mother to calm his father. But Rishi Jamdagini's anger was still not calmed. To commit the sin of disobeying his father's order, he punished his 4 sons, and Parashurama had to kill all his brothers one by one. But this was not the end, it was the beginning. Jamadani, seeing Parashurama's unwavering obedience, offered him a boon. And Parashurama, filled with compassion, asked only this: bring my mother and brothers back to life, and let them forget all that happened. The sage, true to his word, restored them and brought them back to life with his yogic powers. Parashurama's tale doesn't end in the forest. It explodes across kingdoms, soaked in the blood of the unjust. Far away, a powerful king ruled Kartavirya Arjuna, the king of Mahishmati, known as Sahasrabahu, the man with 1,000 arms. Empowered by the boon of Rishi Dattatreya, he became nearly invincible. But with invincibility came arrogance and cruelty. During a royal hunt, Sahasrabahu entered the ashram of Jamadani and saw Kamadhenu, the divine cow. She could produce endless food and wealth, perfect for a king. And so, blinded by greed, he stole her. When Parashurama heard this, his fury erupted. He stormed the king's palace and challenged him to war. Sahasrabahu laughed. What could a single Brahmin do against an army? But that was his mistake. Parashurama was no mere boy. He was Shiva's chosen disciple, trained in celestial warfare. His arrows rained like comets, his axe danced like flame. And soon, the king with 1,000 arms had none left. Parashurama cut him down, limb by limb, until only silence remained. But fate wasn't done testing him. Sahasrabahu's sons, thirsting for revenge, attacked Jamadagni's ashram again. This time, they killed the sage in cold blood. When Parashurama arrived, the ground was stained with blood. His father's body lay still, stabbed 21 times. And that was it. He raised his axe to the heavens and took a vow. I will destroy the Kshatriyas, not once, but 21 times. One for each wound. And so began the great purge. Forests burned, fortresses fell. Rivers turned red as Parashurama swept across the land like a divine storm. Kshatriya dynasties vanished. But he wasn't driven by hate, he was driven by balance. Because even the Bhagavata Purana says, when the earth is burdened by arrogance and injustice, Lord Vishnu appears to restore balance. And this time, he came not with compassion, but with fury. Parashurama was never just a warrior. He was a symbol of divine wrath, of sacred justice, of the terrifying cost of forgetting Dharma. Even today, he is believed to live on, immortal, waiting in the shadows of Mount Mahendra, training, watching, awaiting the arrival of Kalki, the final avatar of Lord Vishnu. When that day comes, he will return to teach the ultimate warrior. Because whenever power becomes tyranny, Parashurama returns. If this tale gave you goosebumps, it's time to dive deeper into the legends of ancient India. Don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow mythology lovers, and subscribe for more untold stories from the scriptures. Tap the bell icon so you're first to hear when new myths are revealed. Until next time, stay curious, stay rooted.